Alright, we're back. Today we're going to be using Through the Fine Craft. Through the Fine Craft. One more time. This time we're doing Dueces Wild. So, this is a pretty damn unique scent in that I feel like she almost tried to model it after your rifle or a gun. So, the scent notes are gunpowder, blued steel, hops 9, which is like the gun cleaner agent that they use to clean guns. The gun cleaner is that hops 9, and then I feel like the grapefruit was just added in there to kind of brighten things up and round it out and just bring a little bit of fruitiness to it. But it's real unique because it's like you get this whole, if you're familiar with gun maintenance and just guns in general, you get the sense that like a firearm is nearby, or that you've been working with firearms and the residue is on your hands. It's nice. I don't know. I'm a hunter. I'm a sportsman. I like target shooting and all that. And it's just nice. I don't know what to say about it. I really enjoy it. It's one of those kind of like niche scents, but it's casual and enjoyable. So it's pretty awesome. Alright, what are we drinking today? We are drinking some Trapdoor Tim Time. So this one is an oatmeal stout with roasted hazelnuts, cocoa nibs, and Madagascar vanilla beans. So, pretty good stuff. This is local to my state. We'll go ahead and just pour up before we get started. Alright. Fantastic. Alright. So I got some loaded up in the Lancaster bowl. Getting an evening shave in, if you could tell. It's getting hotter and hotter up here. Alright, we're going to be using the Kukri straight razor. And we're going to be using the Bobby Moffett brush. The That Darn Dad. As well as the Paragon shaving 25mm bore knot with distilled water. So let's go ahead and get going before this drags on too long. So before I get too far, I want to remind everybody that we have the fundraiser going on for Manny of SoCal Shave and his family. He sadly lost his father to coronavirus-related symptoms, and CDB, as well as Tim from the Scented Soldier damn, I butchered that. Tim from the Scented Soldier Shaves and CDB collaborated to create a GoFundMe, and I had that linked in my last video. If I remember, I will have it linked in this video, but if I don't remember, just watch my last video, or don't watch, just go straight into the description under the title, and go to that GoFundMe link if you have any interest at all in donating to a good brother in the wet shaving community. And I believe there's also a direct PayPal link to Manny floating around somewhere if you want to go direct and bypass the GoFundMe link. I'm pretty sure if you go straight to SoCal Shave's social media, you can find it there. I personally use the GoFundMe link, but both can be used and will be appreciated. So, I just wanted to get that out of the way at the beginning, in case anybody was thinking about donating. It's going to a good cause. It's just going to help the family with funeral expenses. So, alright. And as we were talking, we got ourselves a nice little bit of lather there. Talk about a crazy, crazy peak right there. The thing was like 2 inches long and holding strong. That's what she said. Alright. Now I'm going to kind of avoid my right side of my neck because I think Charlotte crawled out of her web and tried giving me a hickey. I have like a damn Mount Rushmore over there. I think it's a spider's bite. Alright. Let's get going. Looks like we got one hell of a lather. My first experience with Through the Firefine craft in this current base was very enjoyable. I enjoyed the scent, I enjoyed the label, I enjoyed the 1 ounce sample size, I enjoyed the performance, I enjoyed the kind of post-shave feel, even though that was helped out by Lisa's Natural Herbal Creations. But, damn it. I set aside the cooling additive from Barrister and Mann, Terrorade. Here I am over here, just lathering away. Let's see if we can't call an audible and get this incorporated. So, I don't think this Barrister and Mann's Terrorade works worth a shit, so we're just going to put this whole, like, third of a vial. I know other people say 3 drops, but I don't think it works worth a shit. So I'm going to put a third of a vial. And I love Barrister and Mann, so before you think I'm, you know, just downing them, I'm not. I'm not just shitting on them. I love Barrister and Mann. But, either I had a defective product, or Will just didn't knock this one out of the park. So, one of those two. The proof is in the pudding. I have many videos using this product in case you guys even think about calling bullshit. This is synthetic menthol, not the real deal. But, it's just not impressive. I have the Sterling Frost Drops. That's real menthol. And I like it way more because it actually works. If anything, this just gives me the slightest, like, almost allergic reaction type tingle. It's not even like, oh, that's chilly. It's not cold. But it just gives me the slightest, kind of like, my skin is burning type tingle. But it's not uncomfortable or anything. Like I said, it's mellow. Even when I use a third of a vial, it's mellow. So, before you guys even try saying anything about, oh, he's bashing Barrister and Mann, let's grab the pitchforks. It is what it is, man. It's just my experience. I'm not trying to bash Barrister and Mann. I'm calling it how it is. Alright, let's go. I think I'm starting to become more like Jack from the Virtual Groomroom and Chris Maiden. Barely getting started shaving at the 10-minute mark. You guys are probably like, I don't got fucking time for that. I'm just gonna see what beer he's drinking and log off. Alright. Had a nice steak dinner. Had some roasted potatoes and a nice salad. Sat outside on the patio with my wife. And enjoyed a nice beer. I put the bit in on a double duck vintage straight razor, a gold edge, and I got it. I inquired Frank from SoCal Shave. And Frank was very quick to respond and very helpful in my buying process. I sent him all the photos of the razor. And he gave me his opinions on it. He told me his concerns about the razor. It was off eBay. And he told me what to ask for. Ask for additional pictures. Ask for, you know, the blade length. You know, these type of things. And I won. I got it for a lot cheaper than I thought I was going to get it. But it had, on the blade's edge, it had like a little, like, scuffing. There was no cracks, but it was just kind of like, as if it was kind of like honed kind of on a rough stone, a low grit stone. And just kind of looks like it was kind of roughed up. But we kind of worked through it. I sent everything that I got, every bit of information that I got, I sent to Frank. And I let his expertise guide my purchase because I trust him. He's you know, he's very familiar with straight razors, so he's the one who told me which strop to go with. And I just trust his word, you know. He's a good brother in the shaving community, and he's very knowledgeable about his straight razors, so. So I picked that up. I got that on the way. I'm going to send it straight out to Frank. I'm just going to, he's going to do the home job on it. And I didn't even ask him what it costs. I'm just going to send it out to him. I trust him. And we'll go from there. So in a couple weeks time, we should have a freshly honed double duck in the den. And I look forward to using that because I've always kind of liked the double duck razors even before I got into straight razor shaving. When I would see them on Shave of the Days, I always thought they were pretty cool. And if you notice, I'm just mainly painting with this. It's not a super dense bore knot. Not that it needs to be. I mean, you can see it gets the job done. Doesn't necessarily need to be dense. I do think it's a fairly soft bore. I think it broke in a fairly timely manner. Whoop. Lost a hair. Broke in a fairly timely manner. It still loses a hair, you know, hair or two per shave, which is kind of sucks. But he sent me a freebie. Like, I ordered one of these bore knots. He sent me two, so that was pretty cool of him. Paragon shaving. And you know what? Kind of an asshole. I didn't even show off the Sawdust Creation Studios Plum Crazy brush. It's a pretty cool brush. I definitely like it. It kind of had a rough finish. You could kind of see some like kind of like lathe marks that weren't sanded entirely, but it was relatively cheap, so I'm not even gonna bitch and moan too much. And I inquired, you know, about the scratches, and you know, Bobby did offer to make it right. I just didn't care enough to to send it in. Oh yeah. And this Through the Firefine Craft lather does the trick for me. I think it's good stuff. Let me just get this soap off my hands and we'll get on with this second pass. Alright. And the scent strength on this one is about 5 or 6. It's prominent, and I think because of the uniqueness of the scent, it's kind of present. You know what I mean? Oh my various gods. That is a tasty beer. Pure luxury. That is just decadent. Hazelnuts, coffee, vanilla bean. Just a lovely dessert stout. Not necessarily, or not, you know, doesn't have to be a dessert stout, but that's what I'm drinking it as. I had the wife give me a haircut again. I just can't handle it, man. I'm used to getting my haircut all the time. Like, doesn't look like the barbershops are opening anytime soon, so I need you to give me another crew cut. I always see Chad Murphy use this stuff through the Firefine Craft. I think he has a fairly good relationship with Maria Arman, the owner. Oops. I was about to use my Lancaster towel to wipe that off. What the hell was I thinking? I'll use this raggedy ass towel to wipe that off. Alright. But, Chad knows his stuff. This is a hell of a good soap. Slick as all get out. I cannot wait to have a different blade in the den. It's also a 3-inch blade. I have no idea. I don't think the seller was particularly a wet shaver. She didn't have a whole hell of a lot of information available on the razor, but there were certain key things that that were present that kind of eased my mind when buying it. It said, you know, the edge is good. Razor is in good condition. They had 8 photos available. I asked for 4 more photos and got them. I inquired, you know, about the scuff and got an answer on the edge of the blade. And And I didn't pay too much for it, so all in all, hopefully when I have it in hand, I could see that it's not anything to worry about, and then I'll send it off to Frank and he'll work his magic. Alright. And that was a damn fine shave. Through the Fire Fine Craft. I have 5 1-ounce samples. So it's basically like a whole puck of soap and then some. But I have 5 different scents. Now that is exactly what I'm talking about when I'm talking about lowering the damn ounces per tub. I'm gonna jump back on my soapbox. We have too many soaps. We need to lower the ounces per tub, which also in turn lowers the price, which makes it more affordable, which makes which gives us the opportunity to buy more scents because it's more affordable. There's just too many. It's like win, 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 win. If you lower the ounces per tub. I think Russell over at Wild West Shaving Co. had it right with the 2-ounce tubs. Never, ever did I realize how much I would like them in the future. What do I need 4 ounces of soap for that I will never see the bottom of the tub? The soap will go bad by dying of old age before I see the bottom. Alright. So we're going to use some Lather Bros MindFull. This was one of his special releases with a artist buddy of his down in Florida. And we'll probably put some more Terrorade to boot. I know they say, where does it say it? Extremely cold. Keep away from eyes and anything else you would prefer not to freeze. You have been warned. And, you know, it's kind of just saying, you know, don't put it directly on the face. Put it in your lather. Maybe if it was actually as cold as you make it out to be, I would. But it's not cold. It's not cold at all. Like I said, if anything, just kind of has like an allergic reaction tingle. I don't know how else to describe it. I don't think I'm having an allergic reaction. My skin's not red. It's not on fire. Alright, so I'm just going to put a few droplets here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 on top of whatever a third of the vial. And some of that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And this MindFull scent, it kind of reminds me of like some candy when I was younger. Like pixie sticks, or you know that, you guys ever have that, like pixie sticks, like that it was like a candy powder. You just kind of, it came in like a little tube. You just put some on your tongue and, you know, it kind of dissolved in your mouth. It was good shit, that pixie sticks. But the scent of it kind of reminds me of that. It's just kind of like a candy-like scent. Alright, so we used Through the Fire Fine Craft, Dueces Wild, an awesome and unique kind of gunpowder, gun cleaner type scent with a little bit of grapefruit to round it out. Awesome, awesome stuff. Performance, fantastic. We used the Lancaster bowl, as always. We used the Sawdust Creation Studios handle with the Paragon shaving bore knot. Lancaster towel, as always. The Kukri straight, vintage Kukri straight razor. with the Osiris Bladeworks scales. And some Barrister and Mann's Terrorade Aid. And Lather Bros MindFull Aftershave Splash. Fantastic. So, that was a good one, guys. Another nice evening shave. Sorry it went so long. Cheers.